in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Easy, read it, 44.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Taken at the goal line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Back to the ground with Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Lawrence on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. And Lawrence will throw. He's got the connection to Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You look at this Jaguar defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. Dances by him. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws,
has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, right back to ETN. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big 13 heavy.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Prescott to throw it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They convert on third with a gain of 22. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Prescott off play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he powers his way up past the 30. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A first down throw for Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. A second down throw for Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott now from the 50. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And again, it's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the red zone now, Prescott. This one caught by Davis. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw is Prescott. And he floats one there, incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit from 28 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 20.
13 loose.
He'll look to ETN to start things out. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sink right. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Second down, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. A give to Pollard running left. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
11 out. Tag it. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Prescott now. Able to hit his target, Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost up.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go.
Touchdown! Sky Moore, 48 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point safely through, and the lead now up to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Prescott going right back to Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw again. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Here's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he gets it down to the 32. Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Dak. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. To throw, Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Jacksonville, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.